We're coming in the front door to the wheelchair accessible room 8236 on the Celebrity Edge. To our left we have the bathroom, and it has a magnetic door. The room has a lot of space for rolling around, and I'm sharing with some friends here. There's 3 of us and the room is made up for 3, and it doesn't feel crammed. We're not stepping on each other's toes. Not that I ever do that in a wheelchair, but you know what I mean. Plenty of room for us to move around. I'll start with the storage space. We're fully unpacked, so this is going to be full of stuff, but in this cupboard here we have the safe and plenty of shelves and space to put all your gear. Having said that, with 3 people in here, the storage does feel a little bit limited, because on the other side, if I back up a little bit, there's the entry door there. You come in, and then this is the only wardrobe for the whole room. Let's get rid of Mark's hanging shorts and I'll show you inside. What is good is there's a stick to pull down the shelf, which means you can have all of your gear at arm's reach, even if you hang them on the top. But because there's 3 of us, Mark and Renee have got their stuff up at the top, and I'm just using the lower shelf for my gear. So there's a lower shelf down here as well. Those are my hanging items down there, and I've got my bags and laundry at the bottom. Honestly, it feels a little bit cramped, but we have got all our stuff in there. It can't be too bad. Alright, I'm going to move to the other end of the room and let's have a look at the bedding arrangement. Okay, this room would normally just be made up as a double or a twin. Because there's 3 of us in here, they've made the sofa up into a bed. And the day I arrived, pro tip here, they just put a sheet over the sofa cushion and it was hard as a rock. I asked them to put a comforter on it. They found one for me, but it was a double. They've folded it over, so I've got like a double comforter folded in half, and now it's so comfortable. I sleep like the dead. It's absolutely fantastic. Pro tip there, if your bed's hard, on day 1, get in straight away and get yourself a comforter on it. Normally you'd have this double bed arrangement, and beyond it you can see that little shelf cupboard that I was talking about before, and in the corner there is the bathroom, which we'll do a tour of as well. On the opposite side we've got a very large flat screen TV and a lot of space along the wall here, which we've just stacked up our bags, and we have our shoes along the floor. A couple of fridge magnets stuck to the walls, a nice big floor to ceiling mirror. Now this table here slides in under here, and then you've got the full length mirror if you want it. At the moment it's just set up as a computer desk or writing desk, and there's a chair that comes with it. No good for me. If I was in this room by myself or just 2 of us, I'd probably move this chair somewhere else in the room and out of the way, or maybe even out on the balcony. A few more useful things here. Sorry about all our stuff. We've been in here for about 8 days. Okay, below here you've got the bar fridge, in our case filled with water, and we got a complimentary bottle of wine, so that was good too. But this fridge works very well. All our drinks have stayed cool the whole time. In addition, we always get a daily little bucket of ice, and that helps with our cool drinks as well. The bar fridge came stocked with a bunch of alcohol, which we just stacked over here in the corner. Next, I'll just show you this little box here. This is, I'll pull the plugs out. In here we've got the kind of power station. You can see it's got 2 kind of universal plugs and a European style plug and a couple of USB ports. Quite handy, except when you put your plug in here, you can see that the top of it's actually at the same height as the roof, so you can't actually plug anything into the top of it. Handy in some ways, not so handy in others. Just be aware that you may need to bring an adapter plug to use it. We've got a couple on board, so it's no big deal. The only other power supply in the room is next to the bed. You've got a couple of USBs on this side, and on the other side of the bed there's an American style plug. That's the main room. With the three of us in here, I have seconded these drawers for all of my gear, and there's plenty of room for my entire suitcase in here. I've got my power wheel hiding behind in this little corner, and we had a few boxes of Pellegrino water with us as well to enjoy. Now, behind these opaque doors, which look quite groovy closed, it's the first time I've seen them closed for the whole trip. These sliding doors, behind them is our balcony. Now, in the accessible room, which is like a 1.5 width room so that you've got the extra space for your wheelchair, you have this balcony. I'm here in cabin 8236. It's an accessible cabin. I'm in a wheelchair, so that makes sense. And to show you the bathroom today, it's fairly good, but has a few minor challenges. I've brought them up and hopefully they'll be addressed in the future, but it's actually fairly good. Let's have a look. Unlike some other cabins I've been in, this just has a regular door, but it has like a magnetic hold. So there's no button to make it open, you just pull it and it opens. A little bit of strength needed, but not too bad. Now, as we move into the space, you can see that the bathroom is relatively big. This is what they call a left-hand grab bathroom, which means the grab rail is on the left-hand side of the toilet. And for me, this is perfect. It's my preferred transfer, is to go from my wheelchair to my left onto the toilet. And also in this particular cabin, a good thing is that I go from my wheelchair to the left to get on the shower seat. The bad thing is that this shower seat is very small and, in my opinion, somewhat dangerous to use. I bought it up with the cruise line. I don't think it's a point of complaint, but I have to be very careful on a seat like this moving around. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually curved. This is curved upwards, and when you sit on it, it feels dangerous. It feels not quite right. And you'll notice that it's against this wall here, and all of the surfaces in terms of where to put your stuff are on the corner almost behind you. So when you sit on this chair facing in this direction, all of the things you need to reach for are behind you. And this complimentary set of shampoo, conditioner and body wash is not only behind you, it's also very high on the wall and basically inaccessible to a person sitting on the seat. Not the end of the world. I bring my own soap with me and my own scrunchie to shower with. What is good is sitting in this position here, it is very easy to reach across to the bar that turns the water on, and the adjustment for hot and cold water on this side here, this lever here, and also makes a good place to hang my shower scrunchie. Adjustable shower rose can go all the way up and down, and I find this to be fairly convenient. I can turn it away from myself while it's running, point it at myself, or just lift it off and use it to wash my back, etc. So yeah, it's a pretty good arrangement. I've had much worse and a few slightly better. If this shower seat was wider and ran all the way across that back wall, it would be much safer because I would be able to lean over. I'd also be able to have a handhold for lifting myself back onto my wheelchair instead of trying to lean sideways and get a hand on the edge. And if they simply moved this rack along this wall to the front instead of the back, and that shower gel and everything down the wall and towards the middle, this would just about be a perfect shower. The grab rails are in good positions. There's nothing obstructing my back. I've had shower seats with a rail right behind the back before. Nothing like that in here. Easy to grab and function shower curtains, and they slide really easily so my wheelchair doesn't get wet and I'm able to have a good shower in here. So look, I would give this a 9 out of 10 if those amenities were moved to the other side where they'd be in front of you instead of behind you, and that shower seat was wider. As it is, I'll give this bathroom about a 7 because everything else is basically perfect. There's a phone right next to the toilet and an emergency pull cord if you need it, if you ended up on the floor, etc. It has a really good space underneath the sink, really easy for me to roll in, here's my knees, roll in underneath the sink and wash my hands, reaching the mixer, etc. Everything up here is great, really good tissues. Some places you go, the tissues are crappy, but these tissues are really good. And yes, plenty of places, sharing with 2 other people in this particular cruise. So the 3 of us have got a shelf each for our stuff, and plenty of room on the counter as well. We get extra towels in because there's 3 of us. Nothing is a problem. There's a hairdryer here, body lotion, hand soap for washing your hands with, beautiful big mirror, and towel rail and hooks in the room. There's a hook up here, a couple of hooks on the back of the door, and a towel rail on the back of the door as well. Honestly, it's a very well appointed bathroom. Like I said, this would be like a 9 out of 10 or a 9.5 out of 10 if they fixed those few small things. Looking back at the room now, from the balcony area, we have our single bed, spare bed, 3rd-person bed made up here on what would normally be the sofa. We've got a double bed in the background, which can be a pair of singles or a twin share. We have all our bags stored in the space between the cupboard and the desk. We've got the desk, we've got the fridge, we've got some drawers, and we've got our power station box over here. Nice big full-length mirror behind the desk. The desk can slide away. And in the background there we've got the entrance on the left-hand side and the bathroom on the right-hand side. And just on the other side of the double bed we've got shelf storage. That's room 8236, accessible balcony cabin on the Celebrity Edge. Cheers.